Karolina didn't come into this work as a spiritual seeker. She is a mother, professional woman, grounded, driven, and deeply rooted in the practical world. But something started to stir in her, a quiet disconnection, a sense that there was more, not out there, but inside. And what happened next wasn't about becoming someone new. It was about remember who she was already. Karolina's journey is one of reawakening and learning to listen to her body, to trust her womb, and to live from a place that she was never knew she was allowed to access. So if you have ever thought, maybe this isn't for me, I am not spiritual, let her story show you what is possible. Here is Karolina.
Hi, I'm Karolina. I'm Polish, but I live in Spain. I'm 45. I'm a mother of two teenagers, and I'm a vet. And I'm here to tell you something about my mentorship with Juliana, about my work with Juliana. Okay, let's start. What was my life before the mentorship? My life felt like a mess. I had been in a therapy for 7, 8 years, and I had learned a lot, but something still felt missing. Okay, and I knew many things in my mind, but I didn't feel them. I didn't feel them in my body. Like I didn't trust myself as a woman. Now I know that I was disconnected from my feminine energy. I was completely disconnected from my feminine energy. I was constantly in a masculine side, taking care of everyone, like organizing everything, like trying to control my life. And it was exhausting. It was exhausting, and it wasn't working anymore. So, yes, I struggled to feel connected to my body. I struggled to feel connected to my body. I couldn't really sense or trust my inner rhythm. I had forgotten how to rest, how to take care of myself, how to listen to my body, how to nurture myself. And my energy felt drained and unbalanced. And I was always doing instead of being. And I wanted to be. I wanted to feel how, like I wanted to be, but I didn't know how. And deep down, I knew I needed to ground myself. I needed to come back home to my body. I knew that it was one of the important things in my life. And I wanted to come back to my feminine energy. And I wanted to start to take care of myself. But of course, the problem was, okay, how? How? Okay, and 1.5 year, I went for holiday and I met my cousin, and we had a long conversation, and he told me about mentorship. And in this moment, I thought, okay, I'm not such a spiritual person, like a normal woman, so it's not something for me. But because I've always liked to try new things, so, and I trusted him. I trusted my cousin. So I decided to try and say yes. And that's my mentorship began. And I can tell you that it was one of the best decisions in my life. From the very beginning, I felt very safe, very, very, very safe. And I trusted Juliana and I trust her deeply. And it is very important to trust when you do something like this, okay? So I think that it's very important to trust. And I never felt judged. Instead, I felt calm, supported, and I felt free to be fully myself. And yeah, every session was a sense of gentleness and love. And it allowed me, I think that because it was so amazing and sense of gentleness and love, I think that it allowed me to open up more than I expected. All sessions were beautiful. All sessions were very important, but one of the most important sessions was my first session. Yeah, it was unforgettable, completely unforgettable. And it was a huge surprise because I didn't know what expect. I didn't know that. So it was a huge surprise and unforgettable and so powerful. And in this session, something opened inside me, a space of peace and connection. And I hadn't known it before. This space of peace. I felt peace and connection. Yeah, and it was very beautiful. Yeah. And there was a one session, I think that my third session, which I felt like a breakthrough. Okay, it was a session with my ancestors. It was very important. It was very important for me. It was my session with my female part of my family. And I felt something deep within me finally heal and release. Like when you can release. This session was very, very important. And I reconnected with part of myself that had been waiting to be seen and loved. Yeah, and in this moment, I felt it. And this moment completely changed how I feel about my roots, about my strength, about my feminine energy. And it brought me home. Yeah, it brought me home. This journey, this session brought me home. It was amazing. Like, as I told you, all my sessions were amazing, but my first session and my third, yes, I think that it was my third, they were amazing. And now, how I feel now in my womb, in my body, in my feminine energy, I feel completely different woman. I feel myself. I truly feel myself. And I think that this is know myself. I think that this is one of the most important thing. And of course, I have to take actions. I have to do things because life is life and you have to do things. You have to pay bills. You have to organize things. But it no longer comes from a pressure. It's not longer comes from control like before. Now there is a new balance between feminine and masculine energy. Yes, and it's completely different quality of life. Yes, because it's my balance, and I feel that I trust my intuition and I allow myself to move through life with a more flow and more softness. Yes, and more peace because I trust myself. I trust my feminine energy. And there are so many things in my life that have opened up in my life since the mentorship at home, at work, and within myself. And my relationships with people. Okay, there are the same people in my life. It's the same group, my friends, my family, but my relationships are different. And I connect from more authentic place, more authentic and loving place. And I make decision in a new way, not from fear or obligation, but from listening to myself, trust myself and know what is, and listening what is truly feels good for me. And I feel guided. I don't have to control world around me. I don't have to control anything because I'm guided. My feminine energy, my intuition lead me. So I don't have to control things around me. And what I would like to carrying forward from my work with Juliana is a trust. And it's a trust in myself. It's a trust in my body. It's a trust in my intuition. It's a trust in my feminine energy and awareness. This mentorship gave me tools and awareness, because without awareness, I think that it's very difficult to live better and to be here, being, not doing, without awareness. And I think that that's it. I would like to say something more, that if you, to any woman who wants to change her life and wants to live better and who wants to feel her feminine energy, but she doesn't know if this mentorship is for her, I can tell you that yes, it is. It is for you. 100%. I can tell you that if you don't consider yourself as a very spiritual person, if you are a normal woman like me, if you wear high heel shoes, I can tell you that It's a beautiful experience. It can change your life completely. And something more, that these journeys are not only healing, these journeys are beautiful, magical adventures, beautiful, magical experience that bring you home and that bring you to who you really are. Trust it and try it. I think that it's worth to try it. And I think that it can change your life completely. Yeah, like my life, like you can see. And I can tell you that 100% it's a completely different life now. Thank you very much.
If something in Karolina's story stirs something in you, if your body is whispering, "This is what I have been looking for," trust that. This is not a one-size-fits-all path. It is intimate, it is embodied, and it is yours. And if you're curious what your own path and journey could look like, I would love to meet you. You can book a free 30-minute call, discovering call, with the link below. And if you feel the resonance, like, subscribe, or share with a sister, a woman who's ready to remember who she really is.